Okay, welcome everyone to Monday night UK and Ireland weekly webinar presentation. Once again, a special welcome as always to our guests and people who are looking at this for the first time. Our webinar is structured in a way where the first 20-25 minutes will be a slide presentation by Red Redfern, after which we'll have a few of our leaders on who will tell you a little bit about their story and why they joined ONPASSIVE, and also filtered into all that will answer the usual questions that crop up. Hopefully we'll be done on the hour. We'll see how it all pans out. So without further delay, I'll hand you across to Red with the slideshow.
Thanks very much, Neil, and welcome everybody to this UK and Ireland ONPASSIVE presentation. So what are we going to learn here in this webinar? We're going to learn what ONPASSIVE is, the person who is in charge and behind ONPASSIVE, what the ONPASSIVE products and services are, why we actually do need these products at the moment online. We'll have a quick look at the current opportunity available and why we are so different, what the benefits are of this thing they call the founder opportunity. And this is what we are going to present to you today, this founder opportunity, and why we believe it is going to be an absolutely amazing decision for you to get involved. So what exactly is ONPASSIVE then? Well, for a start, it's a very real business. We have 2 brick and mortar premises now, one in Florida, which is that one on the right-hand side there. That's our head office where our CEO is based. And this is our first place. It was registered as a limited company in the States all the way back in November of 2018. And the one on the left-hand side there is our Hyderabad office in a place called Silicon Valley, Hyderabad. And that houses about 600 employees at the moment. And within this building is where all of our tech staff, developers, service engineers and support, they are all in this place here building the products and services of ONPASSIVE. We are a IT, internet, information technology business that has artificial intelligence at its source. As you can see, we are a real brick and mortar asset business, and we are a online marketing business solution that we call the ecosystem of ONPASSIVE. We're also within now, I think, over 200 countries and provinces around the world. We are completely legal. We've just got our own limited certificate for operating in India. But these 2 licenses give us carte blanche to be able to operate online anywhere in the world. Here's a few pictures then of what ONPASSIVE looks like. The big one on the right-hand side is our offices in Hyderabad, high-tech city. And as you can see, it's been completely refurbed now. Looks pretty posh. A little map on the left-hand side is what Hyderabad looks like. And the reason we have this building here in Hyderabad is because this is the Silicon Valley of India. Most big tech giants now have a great proportion of Indians working within their business because the Indian community are fantastic at doing all this sort of stuff. Our CEO decided rather than dragging the tech staff all over the world, would have a presence in there. So we've got this nice office there, and it's about 600 staff as we go. So who is this person then behind ONPASSIVE? Well, he's a guy called Ash Mufareh. He is our CEO and visionary, and he's had this idea of ONPASSIVE for around about 20 years now. He is a family man with wife and kids, and he's been exceptionally good at doing what he does online for a long time. He's made a lot of money online, and he's built some massive teams as well. But one of the things that he couldn't do was replicate what he was doing to other people. So he came up with the idea of ONPASSIVE to give all of us, which is you and me and everyone else, a fair shot at being able to make a residual income online. And that is one of the questions that everybody asks me is, can I make a residual income with ONPASSIVE? And the answer to that is yes, you can. And that amount is entirely up to you. There is no caps, limits all qualifications to be able to do that. Not only can you do it, but everybody else can do it as well. He came up with this idea of ONPASSIVE, and he went around looking for a company to do this. He couldn't find one, so ended up going back to college, got himself a Master of Information Technology MIT degree, and also attended Harvard specifically to learn about online business creation. And this is what started him off on the journey just over 2.5 years ago now to build ONPASSIVE. Like I said, it is an information technology company that is backed by artificial intelligence. We are a product-based business, okay? This is how we will get our revenue from the commissions of customers buying our products. At this stage, what you are looking at right now is the founder's opportunity to be able to get involved with ONPASSIVE before we launch to the world. So then let's move on then. Before I go into the products and services of ONPASSIVE, this list of things we've got here is to bring to your attention what exactly ONPASSIVE is going to do for you. For a start, everything to do with ONPASSIVE is, as in its word, passive. You do not have to do anything unless you want to. This is a passive income with a passive company. And that is because it is all 100% automated, done for you, hands-free. The entry point, which is your first month, will guarantee you no work whatsoever, because we are paying the company to do it for us. So there is no recruiting or converting of leads into our teams, because the company are going to do it for us. They are going to guarantee traffic to our websites. Okay, not only is it just traffic, it's going to be targeted traffic, and I'll go into that in a minute. It's 100% self-funding, and what I mean by that is we only pay twice in ONPASSIVE. Once to become a founder, which is at the moment $97 US. This comes with 100% money back guarantee. And then the next time you have to make a payment is the day that we launch to the world. And at the moment, this will be between $100 and $250 US. After that, the rest of it is all self-funding, and you will pay your monthly subscriptions out of the commissions that you earn from the customers in your team that the company will get for you. So you do not even have to worry about anything, because it's all done for you in one place under one roof. We also have every imaginable tool for your success under this one umbrella, all easy accessible in one place. We have no copycat tech or recycled tech, because everything we do within ONPASSIVE, all our products and services, have been built from the bottom up. They are proprietary, which means that they are only for ONPASSIVE. You might see things online that look similar, and yes, we have taken these ideas, but we have built things only for ONPASSIVE. Every single product and service that we have in ONPASSIVE is being used online now, and there is billions of people using them already. And we're going to go into in a minute of where we are looking at taking market share from other companies. And the best of it all is it's going to be the lowest price anywhere that you will find online. So let's have a little look at some of the products that we will be having, okay, within ONPASSIVE. We're actually going to have around about between 40 and 50 eventually. Here is a list of 20 that we will be bringing out first, okay, for the founders and customers to use in the near future. We have 2 that have launched already, okay, which is Ocademy, which is the top left-hand side there. And over to the right, we have OTrim. Ocademy is our e-learning center. This is where colleges, university, businesses, corporations, and individuals can upload training manuals. They can upload anything to do with education, and people can go there and pay to use their user services of people that have put anything online into the Ocademy. If you're in the UK, it's a bit like the Open University type of thing. okay, where you go to learn different things. Within that, you will get a certificate of completion from ONPASSIVE if it is from a university, college, or anything that comes with a recognized certificate. That institution will also give you the certificate for the completion of it. It's at a very low point to pay to use this service, and it's going to be widely used by schools, colleges, and university. This is just one product of ONPASSIVE, and as you can see there by the descriptions, there is a lot of different products and services. OTrim's just come out. This is a URL shortener, and not only is it just a URL shortener, but it also tracks where people have come from. It's pretty amazing. If you want to view all these in depth, just pop along to onpassive.com and you will have a lot more information about these. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the companies then that are out there already, and why we are going to be so different. Okay, as you can see, there's some big names there, and we are going to be taking market share off these people. Now, you're probably saying, I use these already now. It doesn't cost me any money, they're free. So how am I going to make money out of you when I can use these for free? Well, I can tell you now that Zoom, which is what we are using right now, last year did $139 billion of turnover. Okay, as you can imagine, the pandemic has forced a lot of people online, and Zoom is the #1 company out there as far as webinar services is concerned. So just because you are not paying to use Zoom and you have a free service, there's $139 billion worth of other people that are paying to use it. So why would these people who are paying now for Zoom come along to us and use the one that we're going to have called O Connect? And why would they want to anyway? Well, for a start, Zoom do not pay you to use their service. We actually pay them to use the service. With O Connect and ONPASSIVE, we will actually pay you to use our products. So I'm going to say that again. We will be paying you to use our products. Okay. Zoom doesn't do that. Gmail, Google, ClickFunnels, any of these other people. Most people have got a domain name with GoDaddy. They don't pay you to host your website or have a domain name with them. But with ONPASSIVE, we will be paying you to use our services. With O Connect and Zoom, Zoom is old technology as far as webinar is concerned. Everything that we have built for ourselves as artificial intelligence linked into it, plus every single product and service that we have within our arsenal underneath the one umbrella of ONPASSIVE is all interchangeable. They all link in. If you use any of these services at the moment, you have to go to one place here, one place there to use all of these, and they don't marry together. Plus, you're paying individually for these services. With ONPASSIVE, you have one fee, that's it, job done. And after the second month, you won't be out of pocket again. Okay, let's move on then. So one of the marketing tools that we're going to use is video marketing. Now, remember I was telling you about targeted traffic and why we are going to be so different within ONPASSIVE. Well, for a start, we are very good at traffic. We have been at this a long time as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned. And about 8 months or so ago, ONPASSIVE decided that they were going to find out how long it would take to get 8 million opt-ins. Okay, now an opt-in is a person who willingly gives their name and email address into a campaign that is sent out. Now, artificial intelligence was not used when they did this. There was no time scale to it, and they wanted to get 1 million opt-ins. So they started their campaign, and it took them 4 days to get 1 million opt-ins without AI. So just imagine when they're using artificial intelligence for targeted traffic, how quickly that will take. It might take 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. I have no idea, but it's going to be a lot quicker than the 4 days of it that they used before. They're going to be using all of the normal mediums for their targeted traffic, which is going to be emails, advertising, papers, TV, direct sales through online marketing, plus this one here, which we see is video marketing. Now, video marketing, visual is the way to go nowadays. People want to see about what they are looking at. So we're going to be using high quality videos with intelligent video formats that are easily and have an easy, usable, friendly interface, easy to share with other people. And this thing called targeted audience. Now, targeted audience is backed by artificial intelligence. Now, whenever you go shopping online already, now you're probably looking for something or searching for something, you come back onto social media, and then all of a sudden down that right hand side you've got lots and lots of adverts for that thing that you have been looking for. Sometimes you only even have to think about it and you see them popping up down there, don't you? This is down to artificial intelligence. We are going to be exactly the same. Anybody who is searching for a product and service of our products, we will be advertising in front of these people. So they are targeted audience, which means they're already actively looking for one of our products and services, and there's a higher chance of a success of making a conversion and sale from them. Not only that, if you have a standalone company already and it is authorized by ONPASSIVE, okay, basically legal and above board, you can host your business on our platform. Not only that, we will also market your products and services for you, not only through our marketplace, but direct to customers outside. And you'll be able to bespoke that target audience specifically for your own business. This is another arm of what ONPASSIVE is going to do, not only for yourself as an individual, but also for any size business out there. Okay, so let's just think about where we've got to so far and the benefits of ONPASSIVE. It's a fun solution for any cause, which means you can use it for anything, okay? We will also give you immediate payments. You probably looked at other things and you'll have qualifications, there's time limits, once a month, once a week, whatever it may be. With ONPASSIVE, if the money is in your wallet, you can withdraw it. You can withdraw it daily, hourly. If you're in profit, you can take it out. It's as simple as that. All of the top marketing automation is done for you, hands-free, without you having to touch it. This is going to guarantee visitors and signups to your web page, okay? And it's also going to be done using breakthrough products for the automation of your financial freedom and a lot more. Now, Richard Branson once said, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes and then learn how to do it later. Now, the reason we put this up there now is because this window of opportunity to become a founder is going to close the day that we launch to the world. And it is imminent. I cannot stress highly enough how close we are to launching to the world. And to secure your founder's position of $97, okay, you really do need to look at it right now. There will be a soft launch period, but that $97 will be going up. We don't know what the exact price will, but it will be going up. So seize the moment and get in. You do not have to know everything about it. The person who's introduced you to this webinar tonight will help you and explain more to you if you've got any more questions. So our business model is unique because we provide a platform to those with a business, like I said before, so that they can become more successful. Not only that, we will provide to those who have no business, okay, a successful online plug and play system that will guarantee their success. You do not have to know anything about marketing. You do not have to know anything about business to succeed with ONPASSIVE. All you have to do is to become a founder, because we will pay ONPASSIVE to do it all for us, because it is 100% automated, hands-free. Obviously, there is tangible reasons to be active, okay, and share this opportunity with other people, but you do not have to, okay. We also seek to obtain the air abundance by using this ONPASSIVE platform. So let's have a look at the old business model you're probably used to online and offline, actually, and why we are so different. Okay, the old business model, you probably recognize a lot of these are normally based on competition and conflict. We've all been there, where there's sales targets, you have employee of the month, you have to sell so much before you can get paid, all the rest of it. And this is not a very happy working environment, because you're under duress and stress to hit these targets. 97% of things that you see online end up being a scam. They turn into money pits. You've all been there. You've been promised this. Next, then they say, well, if you do this and pay for this, next month you'll see the rewards. Next month come, you've paid the money, nothing happens, and you're already in for $200. So you pay another 100 because they've said if you do this, and then 3 months go by, you spent $500, you've got nothing to show for it, you've got no money left. So you just end up quitting because you can't make any residual income. They normally require selling, recruiting, tools, and all be obtained separately, never any guarantees. And the worst of it all, they pit marketers against each other, and it's based on the compensation panel is based on your own efforts. With ONPASSIVE, it's mutual benefit. It's all based on how much we help each other. The more I help you, the more you succeed, and the more I succeed. It is a wonderful business model. I've never had a business model like this where me helping somebody else helps me as well. It is an absolute fantastic model to be involved with. And there's so much more to ONPASSIVE than just that residual income. And you'll find out this once you join, and hopefully by some of the stories that people will tell after this presentation. It is a real business. We have bricks and mortar. It has real products that people are using right now. And it is all backed by real people. If you can reach out to support, and there's a real person answering your email, and in due course, there will be live chats and calls to the call center. It's self-funding. We will pay you to use our products and service. All the marketing is done for you. There's no selling whatsoever. Okay, all the tools, marketers don't have to recruit because the company will do it for you. Every tool needed for your success is included in this one monthly price. You do not have to pay anything extra at all once you pay. And all these tools are included in this one low price under one roof. And the best of it all, guys, is it all comes with 100% money back guarantee. And if you don't believe me what I'm saying for that, you can pay with a Visa or MasterCard. And so you are covered by the Visa MasterCard guarantee anyway. Marketers only compete for themselves. Whatever it is you're in your mind that you want to achieve, then that is up to you. Nobody will force you to do anything else. And the best of it all is this will come with a revolutionary breakthrough compensation plan that the internet has never seen. And we'll get those details to you once you become a founder. So Ash Farad said everybody in the near future will use something within ONPASSIVE, whether they come for the money or for the tools, the benefits, the connections, or to communicate. They will have a reason to come to ONPASSIVE. And it is very true. Like I said, ONPASSIVE is a lot bigger than just a residual income. But we all want to have a residual income, don't we? Because we have residual bills. And that is really what the first step of why we join ONPASSIVE, is to make that residual income. Don't forget what I said about the artificial intelligence. Every single tool, product, and service of ONPASSIVE has artificial intelligence at its core. Okay, all of our products and services seamlessly interchange with each other. They work alongside each other, either as a standalone or integrated with something else. What you see online at the moment is individualism. Okay, what we have within ONPASSIVE is everything working together. Not only the products and services working together, but every single founder working together. It is a beautiful thing to watch when it is going forward. And I cannot wait to get my hands on these products, because we have seen as founders snippets of what they are going to be, and they are revolutionary. So let's recap then. Our system is effortlessly going to build your team and grow your businesses by providing unlimited rotators on a daily basis, fresh websites and destination pages that change on a daily basis, which will automatically send traffic to your sites. Not only that, the AI is seamlessly going to review these traffic, convert it, and join them under you without you having to do a single thing, all done by artificial intelligence. Now let's have a look at the growth of ONPASSIVE. It has been absolutely astounding. I joined all the way back, I think, in September of 2018. And when I joined, there was around about 2,000 founders. So let's just leapfrog forward then from the January of 19, when there was 10,000 founders, through to the January of 2020, when we were around about 56,000 founders. Let's go forward 6 months to the June of 2020, and we went up to about 96,000 founders. So we did in half a year what we did in a full year before that. Then let's go forward another 3 months, just to the September, okay, to the June, sorry, okay, and we did again half of what we did in the 6 months in 3 months. Then we hit September and things started going absolutely crazy. We were bringing in 2,500 to 3,000 founders per day. And as you can see now, we have grown all the way to 582,000 founders. People are coming in at around about 3,000 a day. So you must ask yourself, why are so many founders joining at the moment? And the reason is because they can see what ONPASSIVE is going to do to the internet world. We are going to revolutionize what you see here today online. And the only way that you will benefit from it is by becoming a founder right now. If you had the chance, would you take the chance of being a founder of Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, or any other giants out there now, if you were given the opportunity? Well, we are giving you the opportunity to become a founder in this business called ONPASSIVE for $97 US. That comes with 100% money back guarantee. So this next slide, then, we've got a unicorn. This unicorn here is because to represent a unicorn company. Now, a unicorn company is a company that has a gross turnover of $8 billion. There is plenty out there, and I've just mentioned some of them, which is your Googles, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, YouTube. All of these are $1 billion companies, but it's taken them a period of time to get to them, years, in fact, to get to $1 billion. We as ONPASSIVE, from the day we launch, we estimate that within our first month of trading, we will be a $1 billion company. This has never been done offline or online ever at all in the world. And we're on target at the moment to be that company. And you as a founder will be part of that. So what exactly is this founder position that I've been talking about all the way through this presentation? As a founder, you will have exclusive access to what we call the Go Founders website. This is a website specifically and only for founders within ONPASSIVE. Within this website, you will have bespoke links, okay, that you can share ONPASSIVE to. It will have your registration link on it and videos that will have your name there within the text. And it's all done for you. And there's about 140 odd of them in different places. We have a community section in there where you can go in there and chat to other existing founders. We have daily webinars and founders only meetings, okay, hosted by ourselves as Leadership Council, plus also our CEO, Ash Mufarah. You'll also get early access, okay, to use the tools and services, products, tools and services of ONPASSIVE before they go to public use. We are there as well to beta test these to make sure that they work properly. And we are then giving feedback and ideas that we can give back to the company. You'll also get priority positioning within the company payment system, which is separate from your own payment system. You'll be a member of the inner circle, like I said, being able to beta test things for the company, plus a lot more that is in the Go Founders website. So let's just recap before we finish then. What is OnPassive going to do for you? It is automatically going to advertise, market, get leads and signups, recruit these people, build your team for you. And this is for any business as long as it is approved by OnPassive. If you do not have a business, do not worry. I'm not going to use another separate business. I will be looking at OnPassive as my business model. Everything is done for you on automatic pilot, okay? It is a massive opportunity, okay, using breathtaking platforms and products and services. And to be part of it, all you have to do is to sign up and be a founder. The best of it all is your founder position comes with 100% risk-free guarantee. Whether you want your money back in a day, a month, a year, you will be able to request this through support and get your money back. Anyway, guys, that is the presentation in a nutshell. I hope you've enjoyed the presentation. If you have any questions, please get back to the person who has invited you here today. Or if you want to just ask them in the Q&A here, we can go through them and we can take it from there. Anyway, Neil, thanks very much. And back over to you.
Brilliant. Thanks, Red. That's excellent. Again, I think it's just looking at some of those slides at the back end there, it just shows you about the interest and the growth that's and the momentum that's going through the company at the moment. I mean, it's probably more than doubled since the turn of the year. In fact, it doesn't seem 5 minutes since we were on what, 260,000 around Christmas time, something like that.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing, to be honest.
Oh.
I mean, it staggers me, to be honest, how quickly we are growing now. We are a snowball that is rolling, and it is no stopping us now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, we've got a few leaders here, which we'd like to hear from. They're going to tell us a little bit about their story and why they joined OnPassive.
Before you do that, Neil, Suzanne is in there. Can you just put her into the panel because she'll give us a testimonial as well.
Okay.
Always good to have a woman's version.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Okay. Right. Shall we start with Azza then? If you don't mind, Azza, if you'd like to unmute yourself.
Hi, Neil. Hi, everyone. Marty, I hope you're doing better now. Basically, my story is I joined OnPassive in 2018, and prior to that, I've been in all sorts of business where it costs you up to 1,000, 2,000 plus just to come in, and then on top of that, you've got to pay for your autoresponder, get response, you name it, they suck the money out of you. So the failure rate in online is 99%, and this, people that make money, you'd only find 1%, which is normally the leader. So this is a diamond, what we found here in OnPassive, where everyone's just paid once. We're not paying monthly, and there's no hard sell here. We're not pushing people to join, us and leave what you're doing. It's just it's a done deal, like the presentation showed. It's fully automated, hands-free, and it's a winner in every which way. I mean, I used to be a driving instructor for 10 years, and I used to teach people, and it was a hard graft, doing an hour lesson, then jumping to the next, and it's just 8 hours a day used to just wear you out. And I knew about people that were making money online, well, network marketing. That's how I came in the 90s, and I just wanted something to do it, earn money, an easy way, an ethical way, and we've got that here with OnPassive. So I hope you all agree, and if somebody's invited you, get back to the person who invited you. And the train's moving, and we're about to open worldwide, so jump in. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Azza.
Fantastic, Az.
Yes.
Thanks very much. Well, I did clear it with our next speaker that he said he'd be okay speaking. I know his voice it's too much singing apparently. He's currently sucking on a fisherman's friend, but nevertheless, if you'd like to say a few words, Marty, that would be great. Thank you.
I had no idea you were talking about me, actually. Yeah, well, you know, I've been online for 17 years this year. And the main reason I got on was to make money if I could, because I wound up on disability. And I found out pretty quick that it was pretty elusive to try to make money. You know, you want to believe everybody, you want to believe all the companies that you get in, and you do what you're told, and you try to follow along, and things just don't seem to pan out. And even when they do, the company changes the rules. You got to jump through hoops. You got to match, especially on a binary, you got to match the other leg. And it's just, it was a nightmare, really. Then I decided, well, I'm going to have to learn how to market. And me, unlike most people, I had full time to do it. So I took hours and hours and weeks and years to learn what I could, because I'm an old dog, you know. So I did learn some. Then I found out that you're on the other end of the spectrum, and you say, well, okay, now I can do it. Maybe I can make a little money, and I'll just bring people with me. Well, now you find out, well, you really can't, because you can't duplicate what you're doing. I tried. I met Mike and Dan, and we made a pretty good team. We could build teams, but then we found out either the product or whatever it was at the time wouldn't convert. I've had gurus tell me some pretty nasty things, really, about, well, thank God most people can't do it, or we wouldn't be here. You only need to hear that a couple times, and you're like, well, I don't want to be part of that. I told a guy, I said, if that's it, then I'll stay broke. But I always thought that there's got to be a business out there that would be even a playing field for everybody. Of course, that was wishful thinking. I wasn't really sure of that. I worked with Red here and Peter, and I've known Paul Angus since I was 2. I'm just kidding, Paul, you're not that much older than me. But I knew Paul a long time. I always saw him somewhere. Paul was one of the guys. He's there somewhere. I knew he was a big time marketer and all that. So anyway, so a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, March 9th to be exact. In fact, I remembered that date the other day and forgot my wedding anniversary, and that didn't go real well in my house. But things that happened. I went to go see what Peter and Red were doing, and they told me about the business that was too good to be true. I listened to them and I went, how can they do that? And then I thought, well, a guy would have to be like us, a normal person that had the money, was smart, super smart, and had a big heart. It's like looking for, you know, you just don't hear about that. People that have the money, have the smarts, have the technology, they pretty much worry about themselves. So they told me about it. I went back to Mike and Dan. I said, hey, I don't know if this is 100% true, but for $97, we're going to find out. And I paid the $97. Of course, rooted around trying to figure out what I could. There wasn't a lot of info, really. Thinking back, I mean, there was one gentleman that did some videos, but there wasn't a whole lot to grab a hold of. But anyway, so I figured, well, let's hope it's 10% of what they say. And if everybody has a fair shake, what's the worst thing that could happen? Everybody will do something and be able to make a little money. Well, I'll try to make this story a little quicker. So I thought, well, we need to meet the owner, because I want to know who he is. Because I've seen so many owners named JC or the hidden vampire or whatever. You don't know where they live, where they're from, no real name, just, you know, that's kind of scary when you're dealing with a lot of money. So I said, but of course, Mike and Dan said, how are you gonna do that? I said, well, let's build it as quick as we can, big as we can, and he'll come to us if he's any kind of marketer, right? And he did, called me, and I talked to him, and I went, well, this guy's either a nut or he's the most generous man that walked the planet. And thank God he's the most generous man that walked the planet. And found out a lot. He wants to take people with him. I had many conversations with him, hundreds. And most of the time, even if you have an idea, the first thing out of his mouth is, can the masses do it? Can everybody do this? Well, why don't, can we do that? No, because most people can't do that. So he created a very technical company that is easy enough for our grandmother or grandfather to use, which is amazing. One of the most technical parts of ONPASSIVE to me is being able to make something so complicated very easy to use. So anyway, needless to say, there is no other business like it. It will create more millionaires than any other company ever in the history of mankind. Amazon produced 40,000 millionaires, and they weren't trying. What happens with a company that tries? What happens with a company that's their goal, to help people create wealth? I mean, use your imagination. I think every founder in ONPASSIVE, and you could be one today if you're new here, has that opportunity. And come in and find out. You won't get any arm twisting here. We don't need to. If it's not for you and you get all the information, you're not founder material, in my opinion. But anyway, thank you guys. Great presentation.
That's great. Thanks for that, Marty. And it's right, isn't it? I've said quite a number of times, it's the biggest equal opportunity in the world, isn't it? Without a shadow of a doubt, really, because of that leveling of the playing field, like you say. Before we move on, we'll ask Suzanne. Like Red said, it's always good to get the ladies on. You're bursting to get on. I can see Suzanne there.
Bursting to get on. Bursting to get on. Listen, just try and wipe this smile off my face. I'll tell you my little journey. My husband and I, we live on Vancouver Island. It's the largest island on the west coast of Americas. I looked that up. And anyway, my husband and I, we have an excavating business. We've had it for 15 years. It's really good, right? It's provided us a living. We're paying off our bills and we're clicking along. I'll tell you the hardships. They basically, to get into a business like ours, the first purchase was $100,000. We probably have about $400,000 or $500,000 worth of equipment, and you pay the interest and you do all that. So, and the other part that's really frustrating when you're either a doctor, a lawyer, when you have to be there. My husband has to be there for our business to work. So I have always been, I've worked in offices and I've always complimented, and I always needed the flexibility because I had to help in our business. And so I've gotten my house building ticket. I designed and installed septic systems, and we did everything to make this work, and it's worked. However, if anything was to happen to my husband, if you are listening to this call and you are a couple that depends on one income, perhaps it's a doctor, a lawyer, an electrician, a plumber, you are the money. That is a problem, because if anything was to happen to my husband, we would be in trouble. We would have to probably sell all the equipment. I'm not going to get on an excavator and run it. No. So I've always been looking for something to supplement. So and here's my journey. Done lots of direct sales. I've been in sales, done lots of work for many different companies. I joined a particular one 16 years ago, Isogenics. Mike and I love the product. That's great. It's all fine. And I talk to everyone and I give out the business cards and I went to the trade shows and I'm very outgoing, you can tell. And I cannot make over $5,000 a year. And I cannot look you in the face today if I met a brand new friend and said, join me, tell a few friends, get out that list, you'll make money. I feel somewhat of a hypocrite to do that, because if I can't make a great living at direct sales and network marketing, how can anyone that's not as outgoing as me and as ambitious as me, and not that I'm a superstar, I'm just an average person just trying to make some ends meet and get ahead. So I just didn't, it's tough to promote. So I was attracted. Neil Parkinson, that's on this call, and his wife Sharon introduced me in July 2020. He looks back, what? And Sharon and I have the same birthday. Now he has 2 wives. I tell you, I'm on him all the time.
If I forget that day, I'm in big trouble.
So we have a blast. Sharon and I are like 2 peas in a pot. We get it. But it's funny. I joined up busy, like, and summer times are crazy business with excavating. So November, I watched a video of Mike Ellis, and that who's Marty's partner is. And the light went on. I sat down, watched, and went, oh my goodness, what do I have here? So then I took off. I started telling a few friends. So you do not, if you're looking at this for the first time, you do not have to tell anyone. We are all sharing in the profits. We are all part of this one big happy family. And what I would suggest is join today, join this minute, this hour before you go to bed tonight, because in the next 24 hours, there'll be another 3,000 people. So you are date stamped, get in, get excited, learn about us. And within 3 to 5 days, if you look at a few more videos and get up to speed, you will be so excited you can't sleep and you'll never look back. So for Mike and I, we have, multiple positions and it's getting exciting. And my little journey, I reached out to some friends that I care about. And it started with my close friends and then some friends I haven't spoke to for a while. And today it's 39 people that said yes. So I probably talked to about 70, to be honest, right? So 39 said yes. Well, those 39 people, they have close friends and family. And today it's over 900 people. So what's interesting about that is that we're all doing a little bit and we're all helping other people. Yes, I will gain from telling more people, but we're all pushing this boat down the road or pushing the train down the road. We all believe in ONPASSIVE and we know what it can do for me as well as my friends and my family and people I've known over the years. So I just present it. If they're interested, great. If they're not, that's okay too. And so I encourage you, if it lights a fire in you, don't be selfish and keep it all to yourself. There's so many people in our lives that want what ONPASSIVE is. I want to wake up. Mike wants to ride his dirt bike. I want to play music and play with the dog and just go boating and swimming and soccer. Like there's a lot more things I'd rather do than, hey, want to try some nutritional products? Come on. Or, hey, do you need a hole dug? Like Mike, at Saturday morning, Mike and I, as an example, we got up at 5 a.m., took the truck and long trailer excavator, took it over to another little island so that we could have it there. So today he could start working, right? Like the machines can break down in the middle of a rainstorm and he's in there full of grease and mud and, I want to say, Mike, ONPASSIVE has given us all our dreams. If you want to work, you want to go dig a hole, go at her. But if you don't want to, and you'd rather get on your bike today, then that's what you can do. So I leave you with that. If you're thinking about ONPASSIVE, don't think long. It is such a minimal amount of money. If you really are busy, do not want to do anything, buy yourself a couple spots, sit back, enjoy, plug in once in a while, no obligation, zero. Just tell the person that's bringing you in what you want to do. If you want no time involved, they'll respect that. And if you want to just giddy up and make a lot of money soon, then they'll show you how to do that too. So thank you guys.
Thanks, Suzanne.
No problem.
Absolutely great. I'm ripping it up as well in Canada. There's no doubt about that. And in fact, the biggest problem I find as well is the $97 can work the other way because it's getting people to appreciate the value, the perceived value of that business and exactly what they've got their hands on. And of course, they've no idea when they're first looking at it, or even when they just join, they don't understand it mentally. They need to treat it like maybe a $97,000 business, because if they're looking at the potential income and what is possible from this business, it's massive, isn't it? But yeah, thanks for that, Suzanne, and I'll see you, if not before, Wednesday night. Thank you. Okay, Paul, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, thanks, Neil. I've got to follow Suzanne. God, give me a break, Suzanne. How do you follow that? Suzanne, I love you to bits. If anyone's got an email off me, at the bottom of my email, I have a signature section. And it's got a link on there with a video, and it's actually Suzanne's video explaining this business, and she's just absolutely on a button. Some people just know the right words to say and how to say it, as she did tonight, and it's just brilliant. But this has just been a blast to me, this business. I love it. I spent 35 years in network marketing, and I had a good time and I had a bad time. You know, the bad timers were sort of 2006 onwards. And I was a bit like what Marty said, you know, we were really busy. I learned everything, did things, got a six-figure income, all that nonsense. But what we don't tell you is, and Suzanne and Marty and everyone, like Neil, you and I have been around for years. We don't really tell you how hard we work to get that kind of income. It's hard work because you can't stop. You've got to keep going. And then from 2006 onwards, I just didn't feel like the companies were offering us anything. I didn't know the owners for a start. I actually know Ashwin Farah. He knows me. He takes the mickey out of my old internet that I used to have. And that doesn't happen, you know. And then I come away from it. I just got a bit disillusioned with the industry. It wasn't going to give me any more for the hard work I was doing. So I've been working in a job for the last 5 years. For the last 3 years of that, I actually work for an electrical company, just driving. And I now make a year what I used to make a month. Can you imagine how depressing that is when I look back? But you can't look back. But when you start thinking, if you've got a job here tonight and you know you've got a job, you're earning 20,000, 25, 30,000, what come to my mind was this is all it's ever going to be. I've got 25 days holiday a year and 20-something thousand a month, and it's never going to get any better. No pay rises for the last 3 years. But there wasn't a lot out there until my dear old friend Dennis Owens, who was 87, told me about ONPASSIVE, and I didn't look for the first 3 months. And then on the 29th of December 2019, I joined. I did look, and I looked at the video and I said, I owe it to him as a friend to have a look properly. And then I couldn't sleep. For Susanna, I said, couldn't sleep. Now, when I joined, I think there was 61,000 people in. In that last year, there's over 500,000 people in the business. So if you join tonight, can you imagine where it's going to be in a year's time? It's just phenomenal. And we all know, those of us that are in the business, we know it's more money than we can spend. And I think I'm probably going to give 75% of my income away because I won't need it. I just won't need it. And I'm going to get bikes and motorbikes again and stuff like that. And we're going to have some fun, but we're going to have a lot more fun helping people. And in those days where I was in marketing, I honestly used to wake up most days thinking, is the company still here? Have I got an income? Are they going to pay me this month? But with ONPASSIVE, I wake up every day and I just know that ONPASSIVE is going to be here. I've got something I can help my friends. I've got a fabulous team in various countries. And I'm real pleased about that because, you know, you feel good when you know you're actually helping people and you help your friends and they're going to make what you're going to make and more. So I would just urge you, the price, $97. If you've got a job, you do what I do. You buy a lottery ticket every week because that's the only hope you've got. Do you know how much a lottery ticket is? £2.50. Work that out over the course of the year, it's £130. It's more than a price to be a founder. Does that make sense? Get in and get started. You know, we're all going to help you and it's tremendous fun. Thanks ever so much, Neil.
Yeah, cheers, Paul. I mean, it's phenomenal. I remember one of Marty's lives, I think it might have been last week, where he said it's quite conceivable we could launch with a million founders, being at the figure that we're at now, 580. And when you considered that it's doubled since Christmas in 3 months, then it's quite doable, isn't it? There's no doubt about that. Yeah, so we're virtually on the hour, but maybe time for a last couple of speakers. Andy, do you want to say something? Few words, as we always say.
Of course. Always.
Oh, of course.
We've all been speaking about the cost of the business, and this is quite interesting because some of you may know my story. I've been in financial services for a very long period of time, but I was specifically looking to try and increase the number of leads that our business was getting in. So I looked at trying to put an advertisement together with a sales funnel together with an autoresponder, and I couldn't get my head around it. I'm a figures guy, I'm not techie. So I eventually went to someone and said, look, can you do this lot for me? And they wanted to charge me for that, and it was near on 25 grand. And we have this business opportunity where they're going to do all of that for us and more for 75 quid, which is the cost of a night out. I find it incredible. Now, everyone then says, well, this guy must be nuts. Actually, he's not. As Marty quite rightly pointed out, this man has a plan. And when you listen to him speak, you know he has a plan. And I'm so pleased that I'm in this because you want to go and join this guy the moment you hear him speak. It's fantastic. But the other point I wanted to make was we've got 580,000 founders. Ash has already suggested that in the first year alone, ONPASSIVE could have 100 million customers under its umbrella. That means that we're about 0.5% of the number of customers that we could have in the first year. The total marketplace for this is over 4 billion. And that 100 million is still only 2.5% of the total potential market. Oh my God, this is mind-blowing. We are such a tiny speck on this huge opportunity. And anybody that was in with Apple or Amazon or Google or Microsoft or whatever, and that was in the top 0.5%, you know, they would be worth an absolute fortune. So this is what I love, and I love the fact that we're all in this as part of a big group. We're all here to help each other. I find that amazing, first of all, because I've never been in a business like that before. It's fun. And all you have to do is share it. I'm so excited about it. I share it with everybody. Everyone says no at the moment, but that's not the point. The point is I share it with everybody because we used to collect no's, and you had to cold call people until you got 25 no's, and there was always some sod that said yes, and you had to do another call. So the more the merrier. Anyway, cheers, guys.
Thanks, Andy. Yeah, I think the penny's dropping with a lot of people, even those that aren't used to sharing it and or haven't done in any other business, know that, you know, even if they just get half a dozen people can make a tangible difference. And they don't exactly have to turn into networker of the year to share with 5 or 6 people, do they? But it can make a big difference. It's a great head start, isn't it? Paddy, would you like to say a few words?
Hi guys. You know, if I had £1 or $1 every time Mike Ellis's name is mentioned for getting somebody into this business, I'd be rich. Mike the magician, he's a magician. He got me into it too. Sam, you started to give me nightmares there about putting tracks and diggers in the middle of the muck and rain. I've done it many times, and we had a construction business. I've been in it all my life. And it can go from 0 to hero in a very short space of time, which we found out. And a lot of us found out, a lot of my mates who have businesses here found out. No business is safe. I don't care what business you're in. It's not safe. Whatever you think it's safe, it's not. This is a chance for you to more than equal that. This is a chance for it to get into this company. This is tech, and tech is where it's going. Everything is changing. The world is changing. It's technology driven. And why not get ahead of the game, folks? Why not get ahead of the game? And believe you me, with this company and Ash's vision, we're years ahead of the game. There's nothing like it out there. I don't care where you look, you'll not find it. So get on, become a founder, and believe you me, you won't regret it. Cheers, Neil. Thank you.
Thanks, Paddy. Thanks very much. Have we had any questions at all, Red? Or...
No questions today, which is good for me. That's for sure. Normally, I've got stupid questions. I actually just want to bring up one point actually that Paddy reminded me of, saying that no business is safe. Now, I am the typical example of a business that has been hit very, very hard by this pandemic. Now, we will survive, but only by the skin of our teeth here. Because I am a tourist industry based business. But do you know something? I'm not worried at all because I'm in ONPASSIVE. I know that it will more than cover what I have lost on my own business. And in fact, as soon as it launches, we are seriously considering changing our jobs, lifestyle and everything and being full-time with ONPASSIVE. Not only that, I absolutely love what I do on Passive. All of us guys here, we sleep, dream, live it, eat it every single day. And as Suzanne said earlier as well, is once that penny drops and you start understanding the potential of what ONPASSIVE can do for you, you just can't help but to share it with other people. And the reason you want to share it with other people is because, like Paddy said, you just don't want them to miss out. If they are your friends, if they are people you know, you feel like going, listen, this is what it is. Listen, can't you see what it is? And this is why you want to share it with them. It's not necessarily because you particularly want them in your team, which would be great, but you just don't want them to miss out. Because this founder's position that we're sharing with you now will finish. The day that we launch to the world, that's it. No more founders. And you've missed that boat. So for the sake of £75, $97, come on. Listen, I lost that in change once when I was out drinking. Do you know what I mean? So you might as, this is going to change your life. So get in, okay, and then learn about it. And you will be like us, looking like you haven't had any sleep for a year. Anyway, over to you, Neil.
Tell me about it. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine the people that joined the day before launch?
Oh, man.
I mean, what
their head is going to be spinning.
It'd be like being thrown into a washing machine. Right, so I think we've just gone over the hour. If it's just time to finally promote some of the webinars that's coming up this next 7 days. Have we had any sort of latest news on whether there's a founders meeting tomorrow or not?
There will be a webinar tomorrow, whether it is going to be a corporate presentation or a product launch, but there will be something tomorrow.
Right. So there's either the public Zoom at 4 p.m. Eastern time, Marty, as normal, unless, and that is definitely on, unless we're informed otherwise between now and then.
Correct.
Usually right, yeah. Thursday, I believe there's another Q&A this Thursday, is there?
Yeah, again, as long as there is no product launches that gets in the way, we will be doing a corporate Q&A session, which was, what time did we do it last week? Can't remember now.
4 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, so 4 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 p.m. UK this week.
Yeah, and is it founders only or public?
No, public.
Public. Okay.
Yeah, we're not sure if it's going to be a recurring weekly one, because obviously the same questions will be asked all over the time and people can go and watch the thingy, but definitely one this week.
Yeah. And we're assuming that there's going to be a founders meeting on Friday, which is usually 2 p.m. Eastern, isn't it? Unless we're notified differently.
Correct.
Which once again is 6 p.m. UK time for us for the last time, fortunately. And we've got our own very popular fireside chat again this Sunday, the 28th of March, 6 p.m. UK time, and we're back to 1 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. And we're back again next Monday night at the same time, 9 o'clock UK time, and 4 p.m. back to 4 p.m. Eastern time. So I think that's it, Red, for this week.
That's it. Fantastic.
Thanks very much for coming again. Obviously, those of you who have seen this for the first time, we hope that it's given you a lot to go on. Obviously, a lot of people are going to massively excited, and it's going to work for a lot of people. And as we always say, we just hope that you want it to work for you. So thanks very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks, guys. Great webinar. Thanks.